right, bro, something highly homosexual has occurred here. For one, it's this video, and for two, it's well, the video that we're looking at, and then also this video itself. I had already recorded, I think, the first 50 seconds, okay, and well, none of that actually got recorded because my mic was malfunctioning, so it's a little bit unfortunate. We're gonna be speed running now through the first 50 seconds, however long it was. Anyways, let's see this trash.
Chris Matthews, take one. Mark. This is Casey Wu, take one. Mark.
I was told that I can just be my authentic self, Chris.
For 6 years, I don't want to be in front of a camera.
There's so much to do and so much fun to be had when you play Halo that I feel like I never run out of things to do.
I love intricate stories.
This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, again, I have already spoken about this, but now we have to redo it all. Listen, do you really think that this is someone that has a legitimate job working in this industry? Do you really believe that? This is a freaking lesbian diversity hire. This is DEI, Chief of Staff. Wow, that's so great. I totally believe that this person belongs in their role. I totally believe it.
Stories that take place across lots of different worlds. Have lots
It's a
of
freaking clown world.
characters.
Fire this person immediately. No, they shouldn't have a job.
At the beginning,
They're not qualified. Fire them immediately.
the legacy of
They have nothing to do with Halo. It's some freaking random. We all know who the frick plays Halo. It's a bunch of freaking white straight dudes, okay? That's not a white straight dude. We know that's not the type of person that plays Halo, okay?
Halo
Then
was
this
the solo
biatch,
one.
okay? Chief Operating Officer, another feminist who is invading this game, this, well, franchise as a whole. These mother effers, they keep on invading our games. Again, do you really believe, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later here, do you really believe that this is the most qualified person? Do you really believe Halo was made by what? A bunch of white dudes at its inception. Now, as Halo's on its way out, and now it sucks, you've got freaking biatches like these. They're somehow now on the force. They're on the working staff. They have these executive positions. They're not even doing good work. Of course, feminists say they're doing great work. Yeah, tell that to all the layoffs happening in the freaking industry. Say that to the fact that no one cares about Halo anymore. Literally, this was a mega franchise, and they screwed it all up. Why do you think that is? Do you really believe that this is the most qualified individual for this job? Answer's no.
want to bring forward, and what's the craft of making Halo games, and how do we
You have no understanding of making a Halo game. You're a freaking woman.
set our studio up best to go deliver on that?
Yeah, so we should be
We
hiring
knew we
men.
had to make a change in
Executive producer, a freaking overweight chick.
order to take a
Do these look like the type of freaking people that make Halo, that make a Halo that they're in love with? No, this is just a job for them. A job to do a crappy freaking job. People say that through feminism, we brought a lot of productivity. I don't even care about this talking point, but it's enough to mention it, that people say this freaking nonsense, like feminism brought in a bunch of productivity. I think it's like 72% or whatever increase in the workforce when we brought in women into the workforce. Okay, a lot of productivity. Interesting that didn't equate into quality. We clearly don't have a lot of quality work being done, but it's clear that we have a lot of busy work being done. Look at a lot of modern games coming out. It all sucks. You're going to tell me that bringing women in is a great idea? You're going to tell me that they're a great inclusion on the workforce, especially after freaking crap like #MeToo, where they freaking make up a bunch of dog trash? You're going to tell me that all of this, it was a great idea, a grand idea? Really? No. Segregate the workforce, separate men and women. That will also retain the quality of specifically Halo, which used to be a franchise everyone cared about. Now it's dead. And this is the same thing for Lord of the Rings, Star Wars. You bring in these women and they screw up these franchises every time. You bring in these freaking directors, female director, screws it up every time. Segregate the workforce. It's enough.
us into the future.
When I first heard about Halo moving on Real Engine, my first thought was, this is going to be a really hard secret to keep.
I think fans
So that's a dude. He's a UE licensing. Okay, whatever. Director of it. Whatever. Who cares? Right here. I was speaking about this before, of course, my mic was not working, malfunctioned. Nice. Look at this room. This is a bunch of white dudes. Okay, that's a good thing. That looks like what the frick is supposed to be on the workforce for Halo. That looks like the dudes who made Halo at its inception. These guys probably grew up playing Halo, and they aspired to be like those dudes who made the first Halos, right? Now, of course, these are libtard cocks. Do not forget that. And we'll see a little bit more of that later on here. So it is sad. I mean, they drove out all the dudes that are not leftist cocks. And by the way, every man that is not, these are the inferiors to their superiors. Who are their superiors? The men who are not leftist cocks. Testosterone-driven, right-wing dudes. They drove them out of this industry. They screwed over the industry. Now we're left with these freaking clowns. Now, they're still better than the women, but they're still freaking clowns. And they're still their superiors. They're superiors who got canceled out of these industries. Gee, I wonder how. I wonder why. Oh, by the way, a bunch of fake allegations. No one wants to talk about that. Everyone wants to have a moralist problem with whatever's happening in all these different industries. But nobody wants to talk about all the fake allegations that ruined many men's careers that no one talks about to this day. This happens in physics, astrophysics. This happens in biology, immunology. Go down, bro, there are so many men who have been canceled out of their jobs in gaming, in the sciences, even in mathematics, historian kind of roles, jobs, positions. There are many men who have had their careers destroyed because we can't learn to get our freaking heads out of our freaking butts, segregate the workforce, men and women, no more.
Are going
and stop politically targeting freaking right-wing dudes who are your freaking superiors, by the way. Freaking testosterone-driven men, not these freaking cuck lords with a bunch of estrogen.
to be excited.
Halo is non-existent today. No one cares about Halo. This is the reality. It is a dead franchise now. Why do you think it is? Also, this is a point I was making earlier, by the way. Mother effer. Love of God. This is so annoying. Okay, come on. So, here's the other point.
Secret to keep. I think fans.
Look at this room full of dudes. This is something that happens in a lot of DEI storylines, like Space Marine 2, where we have a female, I think she's a major. Yeah, she's a major, I believe. In many others, Immortals of Avium, we have female generals. And yet, interestingly enough, the entire fighting force is overwhelmingly male. Or Prava, who is a general priestess in Diablo 4. All the men fighting beneath her are white dudes. That's what Catholicism is white people. But a bunch of Catholic white dudes are the soldiers beneath Prava. And then we look at who we're hiring into the executive roles and positions, the director roles and positions for this game and many other games, many different franchises, different studios. You have to ask yourself something. None of these guys. So you're telling me there's like only 2 chicks in this workforce. Then we see like 13, 15 dudes. You're telling me none of these guys, 10 years ago, they all out-qualified these women, female counterparts. Now apparently they don't. Oh, somehow suddenly. But you're telling me, just by numbers alone, you have 15 men, you have 2 women. What are the chances? Just let's not even pay attention to the fact that men are better built for all this stuff. Let's just act like gender's androgynous, like a bunch of freaking cucks for a second here, okay? Join me in this thought experiment. Okay, so we're a bunch of cocks. We're equal to women, okay. You're telling me that 15 men, somehow, none of those 15 guys out-qualify the 2 women. You're telling me Prava, a general priestess, black woman too, by the way, again, Catholicism, Anglo-Saxon, somehow a black female, ends up as a priestess general, which makes absolutely no sense. I've already spoken about this many times. It's retarded. Okay. You're telling me these swaths of men who work under these women, who are on the freaking front lines, you're telling me none of them qualify to be a general, to be director of this, executive this. You're telling me they don't qualify, out-qualify these women. You're telling me none of these guys do the job better. Clown effing world, bro.
are going to be excited about the future of Halo because of the
Yeah, I'm so excited.
possibilities that are afforded us by using Unreal.
Before, we really had to split our focus in thinking about building an engine so
You did not build that engine. I know this for an absolute fact. You had nothing to do with it. In fact, I don't know what you're doing right now. You're just talking. You're just talking, but I know that you're just a mouthpiece for your freaking company that hired you, DEI. That's the only reason why. DEI. Diversity, equity, inclusion. What it should be is do not work for us, exclude the do not work for us, and include absolutely nobody. DEI. That is what DEI should stand for. Instead, we're here now.
supporting it, being really kind of a tech company and a studio at the same time. Since we
Yeah, how's
made
that
the
working for
change
you?
to
The
shift
layoffs in the
to
industry,
TV,
the fact that no one cares
we
about
can
Halo.
bring Halo forward
Yeah,
in ways
yeah.
that people have never
Good
seen
job,
before.
good
while
job.
still
I'm
being
so
true
glad. Never
to
seen
what
this
Halo
before.
is.
You know what else I've never seen before? The ending of Halo Infinite. I've never seen the ending of Halo Infinite. And guess what? I didn't enjoy the game or the characters or even Master Chief enough to finish the game. So, great job.
Project
Great job.
was an effort. Show
Freaking
ourselves
great job.
How far
We're
we
doing
can
great,
push
guys.
things
We're freaking
using
doing
Unreal
it.
5.
New studio art director,
Jeez Louise.
Chris.
And by the way, this freaking cuck, why do you have tattoos on the back of your neck? This is a triangle. Does that mean change? Change for what? Some kind of random liberal stance? Why are you you're literally virtue signaling, bro, in your promotional whatever. Your whole existence is virtue signaling. You even tattooed it onto your
To me
body.
and
This is
said, "Here,
pathetic. I don't even want to know what his freaking Twitter looks like or whatever the frick. I mean, or his LinkedIn or whatever these freaking clowns use. Anyway, here we are. Here we are. Now, of course, this is where I realized that my mic had malfunctioned, and now we're back to this. I want you to pay attention to this. Bicycle with the earth. This guy is a gay cock. Now, what redeems this scene that we're seeing here? This is what the workforce should look like. A bunch of dudes, white dudes, working on a game. Being like, dang. Halo 4 Cortana's breasts, they look awesome. They look good. By the way, that's the hottest Cortana, Halo 4. Anyway, this is what the team used to look like. This is what it should look like. All the guys right now, they're huddling together and they're like, hold up, bro. Move that pixel over here. No. Over that. Yeah, that's okay. Good job. All right. Oh no, that's too blurry on Cortana. Let's even that out just a little bit. The pixels. Okay, good. Wow. Dang, she's looking good, bro. And they're huddled together and they're like, yeah, good job. This is some good character modeling, guy sitting here at the computer, cuck who, probably is a leftist, but whatever. Right now, they're masterminding the sexiness of Cortana. Then we hired a bunch of freaking women, and now these guys, they've all been cucked. Now they're staring at Master Chief's freaking balls. They're staring at Master Chief's freaking ball sack, saying, move that pixel over there, I don't see enough detail. Hold up, I can't see his freaking, Schrodinger's cat, you know what I mean. I can't see it. Oh, let's make it longer. Okay, good. Now that it's long, let's make it black. Why, sir? He's white. Make it black. Don't question me. I'm a cuck with a freaking bicycle on my shirt. You don't question me. I'm your superior. I am the lieutenant cuck in command. You listen to me, you freaking fellow cuck. He says, okay, fine. I will make Master Chief's Schrodinger's cat black. And then, what do you think this guy says? He says, make the face Hispanic. Why, sir? Why should I make the face Hispanic? That makes no sense. Because they're invading our country, and we have to show representation for the invaders of our country. You bigot. He sits there and he says to him, I'm sorry, sir. You're right. Let me go make Master Chief's black Schrodinger's cat, and then let me quickly revamp his white face to be Hispanic. Okay, and then he says, okay, good job. Now, 10 to 15 years ago when they were making Cortana 4, he would have been like, dang, she looking good. And this cuck down here, he'd be like, I'm not standing up for the next 2 hours. Bro, You need to leave the room. It's about to be a nuclear wasteland. Oh, jeez. He's like, dang. Good job, man. Good job on that freaking Cortana 4. She, man. You know what this cuck does after he sees their masterpiece of Cortana from Halo 4? They say, dang, I'm going to replace this gay freaking homosexual shirt. I'm going to put Cortana's breasts onto my shirt. And that's exactly what he would have done. And now they're gay and they're cucks.
I have this crazy idea.
Now they're just looking at Halo Chief's balls.
Foundry that I want to do. Let's make it
Yeah,
happen.
you have nothing to do with that, by the way. I know you have nothing to do with Project
based
Foundry.
around the same concept of the Foundry.
Art
in Halo
director,
lore.
okay,
It's the
good.
place
It's
where
another
Halo
man.
realms are born.
Good. But again, they already screwed it up by having the other freaking biatches on the team.
It's not a game, it's a research project for our studio so we can prepare ourselves for the next steps of making Halo games.
Looks good. Too bad I don't want to play it. Too bad you haven't come up with a different type of freaking iconography for Halo past this. I don't even know what this is. I played every single Halo game and I didn't finish Halo Infinite and I don't care to. I don't know what this is. Whatever freaking, okay, listen, erection to the sky. That's what this is. This iconic erection to the sky that is discharging as we speak. This erection to the sky is the only thing that we still have a call to all the time in Halo. You guys can't come up with anything new? Of course you can't. I know why you can't. DEI. Again, DEI, don't hire these people, exclude everyone that shouldn't be hired, and include absolutely nobody. DEI. Looks great. I don't care.
The original Halo franchise.
You could have made Halo like some weird futuristic space, kind of space marine kind of world and lore. And instead now it's for cucks. We cucked out Halo, Master Chief, freaking dude, guy with his ball sack hanging out. You freaking ruined Halo. You freaking cucks. You ruined it. It could be the coolest thing out there. We could have a bunch of freaking Chad Marines. Sorry, not Marines, but also the Marines, but who cares about them? The freaking Spartans could be freaking Chads. No, you want to know what they did in Halo 5? You want to know what they did in Halo 5? They gave us freaking female Spartans. Okay, they also did it before then. They gave us female what the You ruined Halo. It used to be cool. It used to be for white straight men. And now you're like, screw those guys. We're freaking DEI now, progressives. We're going to ruin Halo. And now it's dead. It's dead. No one's chanting in a freaking bathroom the freaking chant for Halo's theme song. No one's doing it going, whoa, 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 as a bunch of freaking wannabe priests who want to slam Cortana's freaking vajayjay. No, that doesn't exist anymore because you're a bunch of cucks. You ruined Halo.
Was a graphic showcase. It was best in class. That's what Halo was when it first was released, and that's what Halo needs to be again.
Needs to be again. Well then fire all the women. You're not gonna do it. So it's never coming back. It's never coming back. It's over.
So once Project Foundry had been approved, we took the entire creative team and we ideated on 3 locations, something old,
Cortana's face, Cortana's breasts, and Cortana's hips. Those are the 3 locations that everyone cares for you to ideate upon. I don't know if it takes a freaking university PhD to figure that out. I don't know what these guys have as their credentials. But here I am sharing it with you. Apparently you qualify as art director. Tell me, what are you doing with the 3 key areas of ideation? Cortana's face, Cortana's breasts, and Cortana's hips. Where is the ideation? I demand this. You're not working hard enough.
something new and something really alien.
We had the Pacific Northwest, which is sort of
something really alien, an attractive female for once in our miserable lives that you would actually inseminate in under 2 seconds.
Traditional Halo biome.
We were trying to shove
as much foliage
I don't wanna
in
listen
there
to you.
as humanly possible to make it really
good,
feel
more
like
foliage.
you're on a hike
What
in
the lead
Cascades.
technical artist, fire immediately, You're telling me no dude qualifies for your freaking job? No
which
guy,
was the second-
no
really
freaking
feel
guy.
like you're on a hike in the foliage in there as humanly possible to make it really feel like you're on a hike in the Cascades.
Thank you. It takes a genius to figure out that we need more detail for the environment so that it feels more alive, more breathing, more foliage, more trees, more freaking Master Chief pylon erections with discharge entering sky. Yes, thank you. Master Chief's balls, don't forget that.
Cold
And his freaking butt cheeks, don't forget that.
which was the second biome that we took on.
Frickin'
It was
Clown
more of a
World.
technical
I live in
showcase
Clown
where
World.
We could play with shaders, we could play with deformable landscapes and terrains.
Yeah.
Unreal affords us more opportunity than we've ever had in the past.
I'm just
on the
disappointed.
surface, it might just look all like snow, but how many layers of things combine to really give that winter look?
And then our third biome was
I don't know. I think it takes a PhD to figure that out, right? Takes a PhD. I mean, guys, come on. What are we doing? Why am I here for this video? Oh, that's right. I know why. Okay, let's keep going.
the Blightlands, which is any land that's been completely taken over by the flood.
I
It
wanted
looks
to give our
good.
team the
Kinda looks
opportunity to
good.
really express an alien world, a really alien world, taking something way further than they may have.
Okay, let me just be honest for 2 seconds here. We've seen pustules and sacks on the ground in environment before. I'm not really gonna... You know what, bro? Listen, okay. Let's just do this. What the things they're speaking about that they're trying to do, men from 15 and 10 years ago, this wasn't even something they would talk about doing. They're just like, we just did it. We're that freaking good. We're not trying to do anything. It just freaking happened. Just like when I walked into my freaking wife's bedroom in the middle of the night, immediately impregnated. Didn't even have to touch her. I looked at her. She looked at me. It was over. Over. We now have 15 children. That's what we're talking about here. That's the kind of effectiveness that we had from men 10, 15 years ago because they actually had testosterone. Now, and they were right wing. Now they're cocks. Sad.
Actually done in previous Halo games.
What's impressed me about watching the Halo...
You want to know a game made by men, by the way, a game that did a great job at making alien environments and creatures and all that, making beautiful environments in their game was Space Marine 2. That game actually did a terrific job, and I have nothing more to say on that.
Halo team work in Unreal is how beautiful everything looks, how incredible
It is beautiful.
Look.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen anything quite like it in Unreal Engine before.
It's pretty
Fortunately,
good.
we have a studio that's really passionate about Halo, about the look. And
God, you freaking cocks. Man. Bro. Get these guys on steroids. Get these guys on like freaking performance enhancing drugs or TRT. Get them freaking jacked. Ooh, what's going on? This guy. Thank God we have another man for a freaking director. Thank God. He probably qualifies, okay? But love of God, guys. Get the freaking women off the team. What are we doing? But all I'm saying is, get this guy in the gym. Get all of them in the gym. Have them eat freaking meat. I want them chanting the freaking Halo theme song in their freaking company bathroom on a routine basis, weekly. Then, I want them to perfect Cortana's breasts for the next game. I want them to be tirelessly working on 15 different character models and skins for Cortana who looks freaking sexy. That's what I want. I want them to have no excuse. You need to make the most testosterone-filled freaking mother effing Halo game known to man. I want you. I want on one monitor. You are perfecting Cortana's freaking hips, breasts, and face. Okay, good job. Great work, guys. Now I want on the other monitor, I want I want a freaking a grunt. I want a grunt's freaking head being smashed by freaking Master Chief's freaking foot. I want Master Chief to be going freaking oppressor mode on some freaking grunt. That's what I want on the other monitor. And I want you to be working on that freaking grunt, getting his freaking head freaking destroyed by freaking Master Chief. I want you working on that for the next 15 years of your freaking life.
Feel, and you know, I think there's a lot of hunger to really
what the
collaborate
frick?
to move.
Obese women. What the F? This obese woman, why are you on the team? Is she really gonna chant with you the freaking main theme song to Halo? No. What are we doing?
Forward together.
Foundry was an initiative.
Oh, by the way, I said this during the time that my mic had completely screwed and failed me. Okay, I mentioned this too, by the way. Baldur's Gate 3 sucks. Modern gaming sucks. None of these games. Everyone. Okay, actually, was I saying this? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say it again in case I already said it. I don't care. I'm gonna say this again. They say, and I don't care about this position, but you know, people say this dog crap, so might as well freaking grant the correction to retards. Okay, let's be very clear about this for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Let's just be clear about this. Follow with me on this thought journey that we're gonna have together. Here we go. They say that the economy, that bringing in women, feminism, has boosted productivity by, I think it was 70-something%, if I am not mistaken. Don't care. Anyways, they say that there's a massive boost because we brought women into the workforce. By the way, segregate the workforce. Men and women should not be working together. Hashtag Me Too was a freaking joke. A bunch of fake allegations there. No one wants to talk about that freaking trash. How a bunch of fake allegations were made. How we took a bunch of men from their freaking jobs, immunology, biology, physics, astrophysics, mathematicians, historians, a bunch of men that nobody talks about today had their jobs taken from them, their careers taken from them, because we're a bunch of freaking clowns who can't take our freaking heads out of our freaking anuses, and we can't sit here and understand that feminism does not work. Because although they say, and let's just believe for 2 seconds, right? Feminism increased productivity into the freaking economy, into the freaking market, right? Well, it certainly didn't bring in quality. We're seeing right now in movies, television, gaming, the more we bring in these women, the more the quality goes down. Even stuff like Gillette, go down the freaking list. Every product that storms in women, just segregate the freaking workforce. Men and women, they should not be on the same workforce. It's a freaking joke. Enough is a freaking enough. And enough with ruining men's careers who they didn't deserve it. They did nothing wrong. And here we are. We don't even talk about them anymore today. Their careers were completely ruined and no one speaks about it. No more. Enough is enough. Segregate the workforce. And again, let's be very clear about this. Let's be very, very clear about this. With his freaking dog trash. Man, that guy right now, he looks like he's looking at freaking Cortana from Halo 4. He's like, dang. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Oh my gosh. Anyways, people say that productivity went up because of feminism. Well, here's the freaking reality. Quality's gone down. So good. Instead of having good, intelligent, hard work, now all we have is a bunch of busy work being brought into these fields, into these industries, and we're just ruining every single one of these industries, all the products, all the franchises. Now, look at Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. It's a freaking joke. Look at everything that we're being shown today. It's a freaking joke. This is not a mistake. This is by design. And again, this is what happens when you bring in female leadership. This is what happens when you bring in all this freaking clown world dog crap. This is what happens. It's a freaking lie. Enough is enough. Men and women, they should not be working in the freaking workforce together. Back to what I was saying. Baldur's Gate 3 sucks. Has no story. Crappy story. I don't care for the story. Honestly, the gameplay. I don't really want to go out of my way to hate on the gameplay, but it's really not that impressive. Let's just freaking face it, bro. Let's admit it, okay? The game had no effing story. The gameplay was freaking average, and everyone freaking jerks this game off like it's the best mother effing thing to exist. Really? Dude, this is a freaking average game. Oh, that's right. We destroyed the industry so extensively that now we sit here and we say that games like Baldur's Gate 3, you need to be worshiping at the freaking altar of consensus, public consensus. Well, everyone else that's a retard says that this is a great game, and the retarded mother said it was a great game. So I guess I should just get behind it and say, this is a great game. It's not a great game. You're a freaking cuck. You freaking cucked out the freaking industry. Now we don't have good games releasing on average anymore. Used to happen a lot, now it doesn't. And now we're at a point where people say that Baldur's Gate 3 is freaking game of the year. This freaking degenerate horsewash, feminist horsewash, trash, and everyone, I mean, I don't want to hate it too bad, but it's just a freaking average game, and everyone's acting like it's freaking legendary, and that everyone needs to be worshiping it, and they're like, no one cares about wokeness because this game did well. No. People do care about wokeness. Now, okay, that's a deeper conversation. I'm just going to say it does matter. People do care about it, and it does affect the product. But who the frick... Bro, how many people actually remember the story for Baldur's Gate 3? Who even spoke about it when the game came out? Nobody, no one cared and nobody did. That is the reality. It was feminist dog water horse trash. It didn't have a story. Everyone's gassing it up because there's nothing else out there. And also because wokies, they want to have a victory. Yeah, you're freaking pathetic. Go freaking suck yourself.
A lot of hunger to really collaborate, to move forward together.
Foundry was an initiative that touched on every part of the creative process.
The creative process, like maximizing Cortana's breast size, correct? And then, of course, her face, the jawline, it's got to look feminine. It's got to look sleek. It's got to look good. Am I right? Art director guy, who I think is also a raging liberal. Okay, cool. Anyways, and also her hips. Clearly, we need to round out the hips for the next 9 months. We must perfect this. Correct.
Everything from concept art, VFX, touched on every part of the creative process. Everything from...
Bro, listen, I'm working tirelessly. You gotta let me sleep and see my kids. Cortana's breasts, listen, they look good enough, bro. Why am I still working here?
Concept art.
He's begging for his life.
VFX.
But he's doing what he should be doing. He's doing God's work. No, let's just face it, he's not. But that's what should be happening. He should be begging for his life. And this man's demanding, you will perfect Cortana's breasts. It's not happening.
To make the future games of Halo.
No. Just no.
Creating an asset, taking this design, now we can really dig into material foundations. What is it actually made of? How is it physically?
Okay, good. He's a supervisor. That looks like what a supervisor should look like.
Accurate to the world. Now we get...
Now, of course, he's a cuck, I'm pretty sure. And he probably helped a bunch of the women in the freaking workforce. You know, the 2 chicks that work there. He helped them out to cancel a bunch of dudes, I'm sure.
To take all the wonderful legacy assets that we have, bring them to life, and bring them to today's standards.
We are really excited to be not just working on multiple projects, but also expanding our studio.
As a lifelong...
Oh, good, you're expanding it. Okay, and can you also expand Cortana's breast size? That's right, you're a freaking feminist on the freaking team. You're not gonna do that. We have to leave it up to the men. And these men right now, they feel like they're trapped at their freaking whatever role that they're fulfilling here. They feel trapped.
I think the game's only gonna get better when we get those new, unique perspectives and people bring in their expertise and passion for the Halo franchise.
We are looking for new talent as the projects that we're working on kind of get...
Sorry, when you say talent, say men. We're looking for a bunch of dudes.
Further and further into their development cycles.
And it is great to be part of a team that's growing because you can kind of see that force multiplied as people come.
Looks like a game designer, kind of. I mean, he should hit the gym. Bro, you're gonna die in the next 5 years. One more time.
Cycles.
And it is...
You're gonna die in the next 5 years. I give you 5 years tops.
Great to be part of a team.
Save yourself.
That's growing because you can...
And also stop being a cock.
You can kind of see that force multiplied as...
Vote away from the Democrats. Vote right wing.
People come in and
do it now.
Take on challenges and you can do more.
Imagine a place where you have the commitment that this is what we want to do, Halo games, and create those experiences.
Yeah. No, I don't buy it. I buy that the dudes are playing. The chicks, they're looking at their phones. They're playing Candy Crush, and they're pretending like they give a crap about Halo. Again, fire them. Immediate execution. Public execution.
And you can express your...
Yeah, I'm sure they're playing right now. No, they're freaking filing their folder out with their freaking little pansy photos of their Candy Crush freaking high scores.
talent, your creativity, and your professional ambitions in that place.
We're looking for designers.
No, no.
We're looking for artists.
Not you.
We're looking
Not you.
for engineers.
Not you.
It feels like a new beginning for the studio in a lot of ways, and I think that's pretty rare.
It's the beginning. The beginning was at Halo 1. If you're having a new beginning right now, it means that you screwed a lot of things up and you're like, I can't wait for us to hire more DEI employees after we fired a bunch of DEI employees because they screwed up Halo. They screwed up the franchise. Now we're going to bring in more DEI employees because I can't wait for the future. Meanwhile, the freaking black chick is pointing a freaking musket at his freaking head off camera.
Rare.
And I think we arrived now at a point where you see the beginnings of people to start to believe in the process.
Oh, what the frick does that mean? Come on, bro.
There's so much momentum that we have right now and focus and clarity on not just what we're building, but why we're building and kind of.
Why are we talking about all this when you could just be doing it? 10, 15 years ago, they would have just been talking about, we did this, we did that, we're doing this thing. It's great. It's cool for, the time and current technology that we have. We're freaking owning, bro. We're freaking owning. And Cortana looks hot.
This next phase of Halo.
Show me Cortana. Show me sexy Cortana. Oh, that's right. You can't do it. So for some reason, AI art can make a sexier Cortana than you guys.
Worlds
Okay.
that we're building, the
Just fire everybody and just have AI art do it at this point.
stories that we're going after.
What stories? What freaking story? You killed it all. You killed the freaking story.
The potential at Halo
Oh, that's right. Master Chief, his butt cheeks, and also his ball sack.
right now is huge.
Halo Infinite was the last remnants of how we made Halo games in the past.
What the frick does that mean? What? What are you gonna do now? What, we're gonna do Master Cock? Chief Cock? What are we doing?
That was our recipe. And what we are doing right now, we're changing that recipe.
What's the recipe? I love speaking in these vague generalities when you truly have nothing to show for and truly nothing to prove what you're doing everything by. Now, I don't know if this is what everyone's like talking about, if everyone's like, oh my gosh, this is stupid and bad. I don't know, because there's a bunch of other conversation being had. I'm just not happy with this video. I have no clue what everyone else is talking about. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what they're saying. And I don't know what the topic matter is. I just know that this is something that came out recently. This is the direction they want to go with Halo. Halo's a freaking joke. Understand this. If you made me the mother effing creative director of Halo, I will get Halo back on track in under a freaking year. And I don't need a freaking little pansy video here. Be like, oh look, this is my handbag. And oh my gosh, I'm doing such a great job. I will have this freaking franchise on the right mother effing track. You know what? Right here.
Halo games in the past, that was our recipe. And what we are doing right now, we're changing that recipe.
What the frick should we be seeing right here? What should this cutscene be right here? Whatever freaking animation this is. What do you think we should be seeing right here? I want to see Master Chief impaling a mother effing elite. I want to see him brutalizing a freaking village. That's what I want to freaking see. What the frick is this? You want to make freaking Halo cool again? I kind of mean this actually. Anyways, have Master Chief. Love of God. Have Master Chief just freaking brutalizing a village of freaking grunts and elites. All right? Just have him freaking do it. Just be like, your freaking families belong to us. All right? That's what I want to freaking see right here. And then have a bunch of Cortanas. All the variations that we worked on for 15 years. All these sexy Cortanas surrounding Master Chief, clapping. Just clapping. All of them in swimsuits. And there's much more that I would do outside of that. I'm just saying, you put me in freaking charge, you make me the creative director. You're selling 15 million copies on freaking hour 1. And then we're going to 8 mother effing billion. Mother effer, we're going to 8 billion. All right? I know what the frick to do. You don't. I should have seen freaking Master Chief slaughtering all throughout this trailer. That's what we should have been seeing. Not impressed. Not impressed. So what, they rebranded from 343 to Hi, we killed Halo, so we're gonna be Halo Studios now. I'm really sad. Bro, just make me the freaking creative director. This is... What are we seeing right now? I mean, what, is this Halo made for a modern audience? I mean, to me, it looks like they're just going to remake everything now. I mean, as if they haven't already done a bunch of remasters. I get the sense they're going to be doing remakes. That's what I get the sense of by watching this. Okay? That's all I see. Honest to God, bro. Again, if I'm the mother effer working on this freaking dog trash, I'd be like, oh, bro, we're changing this trash around. We're freaking riding this ship. Master Chief's gonna be freaking clapping cheeks. He's gonna be Master clapping cheeks. Cortana is gonna be Mrs. clapped, freaking clapped again, cheeks. That's what we would be having here. But instead, this is what we have. This is what they came at us with. What the frick? And I would fire all of the DEI. And these men, they would be on steroids. Make me creative director and emperor of Halo Studios. And then I will fire the DEI, and then the men will be on freaking steroids. I want them I want them snarling as they're having the interview. I want them growling at the freaking camera. That's it. Incomprehensible game designers. That's all I want. That's the only thing I want. What the frick is this? No, you should be on steroids and you should be snarling as you speak. This is not it. This is, if I were, make me freaking dictator of the entire creative director and dictator of the mother effing studio, and I will completely transform the workforce and these freaking people. Love of God, and the entire process. Whatever process they're talking about right now, Project Foundry, whatever the frick it is, I will transform everything. It will be over. All right? It will be absolutely over. It'll be so done, you won't even believe it's done. Okay? You'll think it just started. It'll be that freaking over. I will transform this freaking franchise, transform this series. I will bring back the clapping of cheeks from the Master Chief, and I will bring back the clapped of cheeks from the Cortana of 4, or, just Cortana in general.